We are kicking things off right now with massive football drama. Sutton has dropped a prediction for the Chelsea versus Manchester United clash, and you need to hear it. Sutton is laying down his call, and he predicts a 2-1 victory for Chelsea in this massive Premier League showdown. We dive into why this prediction is so important for the teams involved and what it means for the race for European spots.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the state of the Chelsea squad and the messages coming from the dressing room. Chelsea midfielder Romeo Lavia has spoken out, admitting that the players are absolutely desperate to deliver for their fans. Lavia detailed the mindset needed to set things right and get back to winning ways, emphasizing that they cannot think it's over because there are still 6 games left in the campaign. He also shared some personal reflections on being back with the team after an injury absence. Now, let's turn our attention to the massive transfer news surrounding Manchester United. Legend Nicky Butt has made some bold moves. Picking 6 summer signings, the Red Devils absolutely need to fix their biggest issue ahead of next season. Butt specifically highlighted that the biggest issue is getting back into the Champions League, and he detailed exactly what kind of players, from center-backs to forwards, the club must recruit to achieve that goal. And finally, we look at the ultimate matchup. Chelsea welcomes Manchester United to Stamford Bridge for a Premier League battle packed with Champions League implications. With Chelsea struggling to score and United showing attacking form, the prediction leans towards a 1-2 result. Tune in now for all the analysis, the team news, and the odds on this huge clash. Don't miss a second of the action. Sports analyst Sutton has offered a pointed assessment of the current form of Manchester United and Chelsea, predicting a narrow victory for Chelsea against Manchester United. Sutton compared Manchester United's recent performance against Leeds to a bygone era, specifically referencing the style of play under Ruben Amorim, suggesting the team was notably flat despite having a recent break. Sutton noted that this flatness is compounded by Chelsea's own poor form. The analyst expressed significant concern for Chelsea manager Liam Rosenior, citing a recent string of poor results and his decision to substitute Enzo Fernandez against Manchester City as potential issues. Sutton believes Rosenior must urgently secure Champions League football, acknowledging that while he is skeptical about Chelsea's defensive stability, a return to Manchester United's current level of performance could potentially help Chelsea regain momentum, albeit slowly. Sutton's specific prediction for the match is a 2-1 victory for Chelsea. Chelsea midfielder Romeo Lavia has addressed the team ahead of their upcoming clash with Manchester United, emphasizing a renewed focus on fan support and a drive to improve their performance. Speaking ahead of the match, Lavia stated that the players are desperate to repay the support shown by the Chelsea faithful. Lavia highlighted the team's current mindset, stating, "We want to give the fans what they want and what they come to support us for. So the mindset is to set things right and get back to winning ways, because that's the most important thing at the moment." He stressed the importance of maintaining momentum, noting, "Also, we're still in there. I think the worst thing now would be to think that it's over, because there are 6 games, it's 6 finals, so we need to give everything." Lavia also shared his positive feelings about returning to the squad and Stamford Bridge following a long-term injury absence. He expressed that returning to his teammates and playing at home is an incredible feeling, adding that the priority now is to continue gaining playing time and establishing consistency. Manchester United is gearing up for a significant summer overhaul, with legend Nicky Butt identifying 6 potential summer signings while simultaneously signaling the need to offload £60 star Mason Mount. The club is expected to be highly active in the transfer market as it continues its ambitious rebuild phase. The move comes as Manchester United, benefiting from the INEOS ownership, has seen positive developments in the transfer dealings, with interim manager Michael Carrick positioning the side on the brink of Champions League qualification. However, Butt stressed that success in Europe necessitates strategic squad reinforcement and the divestment of underperforming assets. Mount, who joined from Chelsea for approximately £60 million, has struggled to meet expectations at Old Trafford, largely due to persistent injury problems. Butt voiced his opinion on the situation, acknowledging Mount's talent, but emphasizing the financial reality. "He's a fantastic footballer. I'm a big fan of him when he's fit. But when you look at what's the input, £55 million, and what's the output, especially when it comes to renewing contracts. You can't keep these lads. You've just got to move them on. It's sad, but they have to," Butt stated, asserting that the club must prioritize players they can rely on. Focusing on recruitment, but outlined the essential additions required to address the team's primary challenge for the upcoming season: European competition. "The biggest issue next season is they will be in Europe, no doubt about it," he noted. He detailed a comprehensive recruitment strategy, suggesting the club needs 2 center-backs, 2 center midfielders, a top center forward, and potentially a right-back to achieve their goals of competing in the Champions League and challenging for the Premier League. But concluded that regardless of the manager, the key to success lies in executing the recruitment strategy correctly to avoid failure. Chelsea and Manchester United clash at Stamford Bridge this Saturday in a high-stakes Premier League fixture, with Champions League implications for both clubs. Chelsea enters the match under significant pressure, sitting 6th in the table with 48 points after suffering 3 consecutive league losses without scoring. Manager Liam Rosenior faces a critical need for a positive result to remain in contention for a UEFA Champions League spot, with 6 matches remaining in the campaign. Meanwhile, Manchester United enters the weekend 3rd in the standings with 55 points, following a 2-1 home defeat to Leeds United last week under interim manager Michael Carrick. United has demonstrated strong attacking form, having scored in each of their last 5 matches across all competitions, holding a 7-point advantage over Chelsea heading into the contest. Analysts suggest United's current attacking momentum against Chelsea's recent scoring struggles tilts the prediction towards the visitors. Despite Stamford Bridge being a challenging venue for United in recent seasons, the matchup presents a compelling contest. The independent prediction leans towards a 1-2 victory for Manchester United. For fans looking to watch the Premier League match, details regarding broadcast schedules are available through USA Today.